Hi, this is Lisa Clark, reference librarian at NOAA Central Library. Thank you for participating in the library's Back to Basics Week, where we will review our top subscription tools every day from 12 to 12:30, Monday through Friday this week. Today, we're featuring our Wiley online book collection. Tiffany Piracha, a Wiley trainer, will go over this fabulous ebook collection available to NOAA users for free. Always a good thing. To access and use the collection, you must be on the NOAA network or VPN. If you're having any trouble with your VPN or want to get access to the VPN, go ahead and speak with your NOAA supervisor if you want to access this collection. To find the Wiley ebook collection, you always start over here at the NOAA Central Library website at library.noaa.gov. You want to click down to Research Tools and then select Databases. Our database collection is in alphabetical order. So today I ask you to click on W for Wiley and then scroll down until you see the tool, Wiley Online Library of eBooks. Click on that. And here is where, if you are on VPN, you will find our fabulous collection available to our NOAA users. Today, I'm going to let Tiffany take over from here, but if you do have any questions during this presentation, she will be speaking through 12:30. There's a questions box on the right side, and we encourage you to put your questions in there throughout the presentation, and when the presentation ends, we'll address those questions. So thanks again for attending, and I'm going to go ahead and transfer this over to Tiffany.
Thanks, Lisa. Can everyone see my screen?
I can, yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining me today. My name is Tiffany Piracha. I'm a customer success manager here at Wiley, and today I'll be reviewing our online books. I did just want to go through a quick agenda first. We'll go through some best practices on how to use this product, and then I'll recap some additional training resources. So just a quick overview on our online books. As you browse through our site, you'll see that we cover a huge range of topics from agriculture to psychology with over 126 categories, as you can see some of them here. And here's another example of some of the other subject categories we cover. Some of the key features to our online books are we do have extensive cross-references. It's a very easy to use interface, as you'll see when I do the demo. You can also perform complex searches using Boolean operators or wildcards. We do have PDF formats available for browsing and printing. It's accessible from a variety of devices. I've personally used it from my iPad, and it's a very similar experience from if you are on your desktop. And lastly, we do have more. Being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our live demo and walk you through the platform. So when you get to the Wiley Online Library, or WAL as we sometimes call it, you'll see on the far right at the top, this is an opportunity for you to sign in. You have the chance to log in as an individual and create an account. If you're accessing the content remotely, you might have to, as Lisa said, let's run our first search for an Ebook. We'll use the term atmosphere. What you can also do is put an asterisk at the end, and this allows for different suffixes. So atmospheric, atmosphere, it will surface all those results. We're going to go ahead and click on the magnifying glass. And here you'll see all the results that are associated with this search term. On the left, you'll see the available search filters we have to just better refine your search. So we are only looking for books, so we'll go ahead and click books. We can filter by publication date. So let's say we only want to see content from the last 2 years. And here you'll see all the articles and chapters associated with a search term Or if you just wanted to look at the title level information, you would go ahead and click on publications. So here you have the 6 books that are associated here. I did want to point out that this little icon you see next to all the results just indicates that you do have full access. Sometimes you'll see an icon that says open access, just indicating that it's an open access title. If you're ever in the event that it's locked or you don't see that, just double check that you are in fact logged into the NOAA settings. But from here, let's go ahead and click on this result. And you'll be brought to the book page where you'll be able to see the title level information. So if you scroll down and click kind of show all, this just shows you some more information on the book. It's a quick summary just to help validate if this is in fact something that you were looking for. You can also click on author biography, just learn more about who the author is. And if you scroll down, you'll see the table of contents. So you can get a PDF of the book by clicking on download full book. If you keep scrolling down, you can see the different chapters. So we'll just click on chapter 1. And you can, again, from here, just get the PDF of this chapter or download the full book. We do have some different tools for you here. This gives you the option to request permissions. You can export the citation. If you're logged in, you can add it to your favorites. You can also track this particular citation for updates. And when you click on export citation, you'll be taken to a page that gives you an example of an APA citation. And we also do work with various citation managers. And then if you click on share, you'll be able to just generate a quick link if you wanted to share it via email or various social media channels. So from within this title, let's say that you wanted to do a search just to kind of narrow down based on your research. If you go back to the search bar on top, you'll see a filter has been applied that says this book. Let's say we wanted to learn more about the desert. We'll click on the magnifying glass. And again, you'll see that the book title has been applied as a filter. And then here are all the results within this book that are associated with the search term desert. Does anyone have any questions about the basic search functionalities?
No questions so far, Tiffany.
Okay. Well, I do want to do one more search around journals and book collections. So in this case, we'll use the search term AGU, which is a collection that has journals and books. So when we type in AGU, you'll see that it auto-surfaced a result called AGU Advances. So we can go ahead and click on that. And it brings you to the collection page where from here, you can just do a manual search for journals as well as books. And this will just surface, like the latest or kind of highlighted books that are part of this collection. If you wanted to do a search within this collection, you would do the same thing. You would go up to the top. You'll see it says AGU journals. In this case, let's put in Ocean. Click on search. And again, we only want to look at books this time. And if we go over to publications, we can see the full books associated with Ocean. So if we click on this first result, it's the same information as that previous example. You can go in, look at the full book, or just view it by chapters. Finally, I did want to share what our advanced features look like. So if you click up on the top, you'll see this option for an advanced search. And here's where you can get very specific around your search terms. So say we wanted to look at climatic, and maybe we just wanted to see it in the title, you'll see that the searches has been refined to just that collection within AGU. But if we really wanted to stay within the book, we can type in the name of the book we were looking at, and then click on search. Actually, get rid of series. And then here you'll see anything regarding climatic within this book. The other nice thing is if you're in the advanced search, you can use multiple terms. So if you want a title or maybe a specific author, you can use the filters there. So that's a very quick overview of the search capabilities within online books. I'm happy to do another search if anyone had a particular keyword that they wanted to just kind of go through live.
We do have a couple, Tiffany, we do have a couple of questions if you want to take those questions on. And,
sure.
And meanwhile, as Tiffany suggested, if you have any particular searches you're interested in having her do live, we'd be happy to do that. Just let us know through the questions chat box. This first question asks, can we set up automated recurring searches for new articles or books based on keywords?
Yeah, so you can actually save searches. When you type in the search term, you can further refine the search. You can look at if you did any saved searches, or you can go ahead and save this search, which you would do by clicking on this little star icon right underneath. And maybe you just want to find out like a weekly download. You would click on save search. And then we just automated email from the Wiley Online Library letting you know that new content surfaced, almost like a Google alert.
That's great. All right, a similar question. Does Wiley have an automated search feature that will alert users to whenever new materials are available pertaining to specific search terms?
Just in terms of new titles or just anything that came under that term, just like as I did for ocean?
I believe that's the case. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's the same thing. You would save the search, and then as any new articles or titles would come up, you should get an email from Wiley letting you know that new topics have come up related to that search. And you can always, if you're logged in and have an account, you can always refine your search by going into my account.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that was exactly what the user was interested in knowing. Thank you very much. There's
Sure.
another question. What does Wiley specialize in? Journals or eBooks or anything else?
Well, yeah, journals is really what we've built our business on, but we're growing our collection of reference works as well as books. As you saw before in my previous slide, we have 126 subtopics, and it's something that we're currently constantly investing in.
Excellent. We have two people who have specific searches they would like you to do.
Sure.
This user asks that you do a search on remote sensing.
See the search term?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you would click on the magnifying glass. So when you're looking at the results page, this is the most broad. It will show you literally everything around these key terms, so articles and chapters. If you wanted to get into specific title level information, you would click on publications. And then here's where you can refine. If you were just looking for books, you would click on books. If you were curious on what journals we have, you would click on journals. And this will give you more information, like when it was published, what the specific journal it is. You can always clear your filters at any time by Xing out on that. If you knew that there was a particular time frame you were looking for, you could always narrow it down that way. And if there's a particular subject area that you were looking for, you could use the filters here.
Yeah, those filters are really powerful in improving searches. There's another.
And there's some broad terms like Bitcoin is one I've used where you can really look at the legal side of it, the economic side of it, and just keep filtering until you get to where you need to end up.
Oh, awesome. There's another specific search that a user would like you to do. Can you look up atmospheric turbulence scattering?
Let's see. It's the same, you could do some additional filter. You could use the additional filters here. If you wanted to do an advanced search, you could do that here. Maybe you just wanted this in the title. No, maybe it's too specific. We can look at certain keywords. And that'll just narrow it down for you.
Excellent. I have I have a question that I thought maybe you could address, I can address. I wanted to encourage people to create Wiley accounts, and you can do that if you make a Wiley account while you're on the NOAA network or the VPN. After that, if you log into the Wiley collection, you actually don't need to be on VPN for something like 6 months, because Wiley actually has associated your account with the NOAA network when you made the account. So that might be a tip for people who are not interested in being on VPN all the time. Go ahead, get on VPN at least once. Go to find the Wiley Library Collection on the library website and create an account so that you can have easy access through your account to the Wiley collection. I did get one more question for you, Tiffany.
Sure.
This person asked, why use Wiley versus the other platforms that will be covered in webinars this week? And I just want to make sure that we're going to be covering a couple things this week. I'll tell you what they are. I'm not sure how familiar you are with them, but we'll be covering Lexis Advance, Science Direct, ProQuest databases, and also, what else? Web of Science.
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased because I work here, but in terms of Wiley, as you can see, we have over 22,000 online books. The breadth of the data is very deep, and you can just kind of keep researching. As you saw in the examples, you can get as specific as you need to. If there's a particular author that you wanted to follow or subject area, I think the results kind of speak for themselves. You can create those alerts and get, kind of real-time updates as content is being added. I'm happy to share, any other kind of best practices or collateral if you guys need that as well, just to kind of encourage usage there.
Excellent. Thank you very much for telling. And I would add that Wiley is we as librarians here often use Wiley because of their ebook content in particular. It's unique on our collection at NOAA Library. That was the last question that we have. Again, if you do have a question, this is a great time to ask Tiffany while she's live. We have a few more minutes before we end the webinar. But while you think about those questions and you type in a question, I wanted to remind you that if you look to the right, there is a box called handouts, and we do have attached a Wiley handout that you can download right now that will help you with some of the steps that Tiffany has demonstrated today. Let's give everybody another minute before we close down the webinar. Tiffany, was there anything else you wanted to let users know?
Yeah, just while if we're waiting for any other questions, we do have some additional resources, and I'll share this with you so you have it afterwards, but we do have an online book information page. Again, it's just an easier way to just sort through by maybe subject area or collection. We also do have a training hub, which is open for all users. There's a user guide there, as well as some quick videos, just kind of go through the different features and best practices for searches. One additional page, this is mostly for our library admins, but it's another way to just kind of go through and get some more information regarding
Okay. Oh, we did get another question. This question asks, are all books published by Wiley, or are there any other publishers' books available on the platform?
On the platform, and I have to double check, it would be Wiley. And if you're searching through this link, you would just find the Wiley published books, but I can double check on that for you.
Okay. Let's see, we're getting lots of questions. Can you show us how to get to Wiley through the library NOAA website? Oh, we can go over that. I see two questions about that. So we had covered that in the very beginning, but I'm happy to go over that again. Do you have any suggestions for maintaining IP address access? No, unfortunately, any questions related directly to VPN would best be answered by the IT. But it's, you know, I know from personal experience they're great about helping you out with that. Is it okay, Tiffany, if I take over the screen for a second?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, give me one moment. And let's see. So let me go back to the library's website, and I just want to quickly show you how to get to our collection. So again, from the NOAA Central Library website, which, oops, one more time. Here we are at the NOAA Central Library website. You want to go to Research Tools, and then select Databases. And from there, you want, this is all of our tools. You want to select W for Wiley, and click on that title to access the Wiley Online Library. So again, we consider Wiley one of our databases, so you just want to follow that path to get to Wiley Online Library. Any other questions? Let me see. Nothing yet. Okay. All right. Well, I think, again, thank you all for joining us for our first event this week for Back to Basics at the library. If you have any questions regarding Wiley books, please contact the library at library.reference@noaa.gov. We're happy to kind of go through how to access our resources here. We will be having another event tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We'll be going over the Lexis Advance option in our collection, and we hope you will join us then. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for going over the Wiley ebook collection today.
Of course, thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.